I will try, dear Mabel. But why does he sit night after night in this draughty old ruin?
Why do I sit here? To escape the pirates' clutches, I describe myself as an orphan. And heaven help me, I'm no orphan. I come here to humble myself before the tombs of my ancestors and to implore their forgiveness for having brought dishonor upon the family escutcheon.
But you forget, sir, you only bought the property a year ago, and the stucco on your baronial hall is scarcely dry.
Frederick, in this chapel are ancestors, you cannot deny that. With the estate, I bought the chapel and its contents. Now, I don't know whose ancestors they were, but I know whose ancestors they are, and I shudder to think that their descendant by purchase, if I may so describe myself, should have brought dishonor upon what I have no doubt was an unstained escutcheon.
Be comforted. Had you not acted as you did, these reckless men would assuredly have called in the nearest clergyman and married your large family on the spot.
I thank you for your profit solace, but it is unavailing. I assure you, Frederick, that such is the anguish and remorse I feel at the abominable falsehood by which I escaped these easily deluded pirates, that I would go to their simple-minded chief this very night and confess all. Did I not fear the consequences would be most disastrous to myself? At what time does your expedition march against these scoundrels?
At 11, and before midnight I hope to have atoned for my involuntary association with the pestilent scourges by sweeping them from the face of the earth. And then, dear Mabel, you will be mine.
And, are your devoted followers at hand?
They are. They only wait my orders.
Then, Frederick, let your escort, lion-hearted, be summoned to receive a general's blessing, and they depart upon their dread adventure.
Dear sir, they come.
Tarantara, tarantara,
comfortable field.
Tarantara,
And we find the wisest thing.
tarantara, tarantara,
Is to slap our chests and sing.
tarantara,
For when threatened with immune,
tarantara, tarantara,
and your heart is in your butte,
tarantara.
there is nothing brings it round like the trumpet's martial sound, like the trumpet's martial sound.
Tarantara, tarantara,
Such attentions are well meant.
tarantara,
Such expressions don't appear.
tarantara, tarantara,
Calculated men to cheer.
tarantara,
Who are going to meet their fate in a highly nervous state.
tarantara, tarantara, tarantara.
Still to us it's evident these attentions are well meant.
Tarantara, tarantara, tarantara.
Go and
left with great distress on the risks that on us press, and of reference a lack to our chance of coming back. Still, perhaps it would be wise not to carp or criticize, for it's very evident these intentions are well meant.
Yes, it's very evident, these intentions are well meant. Evident, yes, well meant. Evident, ah, yes, well meant. When the full measures joke enjoy, and so we've risked both life and limb to tell it to our boy. That most ingenious paradox, with quips and quibbles, learning clocks, but none to beat that paradox. A paradox, a most ingenious paradox. Some ridiculous reason, which however I've no desire to be disloyal, Some person in authority, I don't know who, very likely the Astronomer Royal, has decreed that although for such a beastly month as February, 28 days as a rule are plenty, 1 year in every 4, his days shall be numbered as 9 and 20. Through some singular coincidence, I shouldn't be surprised if it were owing to the agency of an ill-natured fairy. You are the victim of this clumsy arrangement, having been born in leap year on the 29th of February. And so, by a simple arithmetical process, you'll easily discover that though you've lived 21 years, yet if we go by birthdays, you're only 5 and a little bit over.
Dear me, let's see. Yes, yes, with yours my fingers do agree. How quaint the ways of paradox, at common sense she gaily mocks. Though counting in the usual way, yes, 21 I've been alive. Yet reckoning by my natal day, yet reckoning by my natal day, I am a little boy of 5.
Yes, a little boy of 5.
Paradox, a most ingenious paradox. Absurdly whimsical. 5 1/4. No one would think it to look at me.
You'll be glad, I'll be bound, that you spared us. You would never have forgiven yourself when you discovered you killed 2 of your comrades.
My comrades?
I'm afraid you don't appreciate the delicacy of your position. You are apprenticed to us.
Until I reach my 21st year?
No, until you reached your 21st birthday. And going by birthdays, you are as yet only 5 1/4.
You don't mean to say you're going to hold me to that?
No, we merely remind you of the fact and leave the rest to your sense of duty.
Your sense of duty?
Don't put it on that footing! As I was merciful to you just now, be merciful to me. I begged you not to insist upon the letter of your bond, just as the cup of happiness is at my lips.
We insist on nothing. We content ourselves with pointing out to you your duty.
Your duty?
Well, you have appealed to my sense of duty, and my duty is only too clear. I abhor your infamous calling. I shudder at the thought I was ever mixed up with it. But duty is before all. At any price, I will do my duty.
Bravely spoken. Come, you are one of us once more.
Lead on, I follow. Oh, horror!
What is the matter?
Ought I to tell you? No, I cannot do it. And yet, as one of your band...
Speak out! I charge you by that sense of conscientiousness to which we have never yet appealed in vain.
General Stanley?
Yes?
The father of my Mabel.
Yes.
He escaped from you on the plea that he was an orphan.
He did.
It breaks my heart to betray the honored father of the girl I adore, and yet, as your apprentice, I have no choice. It is my duty...
Yes?
To tell you...
Yes!
That General Stanley is no orphan.
contemptible life he dared to practice on our credulous simplicity. Our revenge shall be swift and terrible. We will go and collect our band and attack Cremorden Castle this very night.
But stay!
Not a word! He is doomed.
Away, away, my heart's upon. I burn this base deception to repay. This very night, my vengeance gone, shall glut itself and go away, away.
Away, away, ere I expire, I find my duty hard to do today. My heart is filled with anguish dire, cuts me to the core, away, away.
So how he tricked us all the night, and vengeance how the pirates are besides. On nature's stand he softened with his lies, and in return tonight the traitor dies.
Yes, yes, tonight the traitor dies.
Yes, yes, tonight the traitor dies.
Tonight it dies.
Is there any tomorrow?
His girls like lies.
You wait in sorrow.
The ones as what?
You wish to cherish.
The Lord of God.
The music shall perish.
Tonight she dies, she's ready tomorrow. His girls like lies in the light in sorrow. God wants us what in the game she's a cherish. And all who go to a visit are perished. Away, away, away. Tonight the traitor dies. Away, away, tonight, the traitor dies.
Your gallant crew with you. My friend making tears, it cannot be that Lionheart quells in the coming conflict.
No, Mabel, no. A terrible disclosure has just been made. Mabel, my dearly loved one, I bound myself to serve the pirate captain until I reach my 21st birthday.
But you are 21.
I've just discovered that I was born in a leap year, and that birthday will not be reached by me till 1940.
Oh, horrible! Catastrophe appalling!
And so farewell.
Oh, Friedrich, hear me! Stay, Friedrich, stay! They have no need of claim. No shadow on the sheep will fall upon my name. Stay, Friedrich, stay!
Tonight I quit these walls. The thought my soul appalls. But when stern duty calls, I must obey.
Stay, Friedrich, stay! They have no claim.
Duty's nipples
Shadows on the street.
when stern duty calls,
Stay, Friedrich, stay!
I must obey.
Oh, leave me not to pine alone. I
1940 I of age shall be. I'll then return and claim thee, I declare it.
It seems so wrong.
Swear that till then you will be true to me.
Yes, I'll be strong. My understanding's dead and gone. I swear it.
Your name is love, your name is truth, your name is what the trial is love. She will be faithful to the soul, to be a better and ever after. For here is love and here is truth.
Oh, here is love and here is truth.
She will be faithful to
He
the
will be
soul,
faithful to his
to be a wed and even after.
till we are wed.
And even after.
Yes, even after.
Here is love and here is truth, here is what the trial is love.
He will be faithful to his soul.
To be a wed and even after.
He will be faithful to his soul.
Till we are wed and even after. Even after. For here is love, and here is truth, and here is love.
O family descent, how great thy charm, thy sway, how excellent. Come one and all, undaunted maiden blow. A crisis now, affairs are coming to.
With body and in mind,
Tarantara, tarantara,
we are timidly inclined,
tarantara,
and anything but blind
tarantara, tarantara,
the danger that's behind.
tarantara,
Yet when the danger's near,
tarantara, tarantara,
we manage to appear
tarantara,
as insensible to fear as anybody here, as anybody here.
tarantara, tarantara,
Sergeant, approach. Young Frederick was to have led you to death and glory.
That is not a pleasant way of putting it.
No matter, he will not so lead you, for he has allied himself once more with his old associates.
He has acted shamefully.
You speak falsely. You know nothing about it. He's acted nobly.
He has acted nobly.
Dearly as I loved him before, his heroic sacrifice to his sense of duty has endeared him to me tenfold. He has done his duty. I will do mine. Go ye and do yours.
Righto.
This is perplexing.
We cannot understand it at all.
Still, as he is actuated by a sense of duty,
That makes a difference, of course. At the same time, we repeat, we cannot understand it at all.
no matter. Our course is clear. We must attempt to apprehend these pirates alone. It is most distressing to us to be the agents whereby our erring fellow creatures are deprived of that liberty which is so dear to us all. But we should have thought of that before we joined the force.
We should.
It is too late now.
It is.
When a felon's not engaged in his employment,
More
mature in his felonious little plan,
little plans,
his capacity for innocent enjoyment, is just as great as any honest man.
honest man's,
Our failings we with difficulty smother,
body smother,
when constrained constabulary duties to be done.
To be done.
I'll take one consideration with another.
With another.
A policeman's lot is not an happy one.
Oh, when constabulary duties to be done, a policeman's lot is not an happy one. Happy one.
When the enterprising burglar's not a burgling.
Not a burgling.
When the cutthroat isn't occupied in crime.
Hiding crime.
He loves to hear the little brook a-gurgling.
Brook a-gurgling.
And listen to the merry village chime.
Village chime.
When the coster's finished jumping on his mother.
On his mother.
He loves to lie a-basking in the sun.
In the sun.
I'll take one consideration with another.
With another.
A policeman's law is not a nappy one.
Oh, when constabulary duties to be done, a policeman's lot is not a nappy one. Nappy one.
I hear them on the manor poaching. With stealthy steps the pirates are approaching.
We are not coming for plagues or gold, for stormy General Stanley's hope. We seek a penalty 50 gold for General Stanley's story.
We seek a penalty
50 fold, we seek a penalty
50 fold. We seek a penalty 50 fold for General Stanley's story.
They come in force with stealthy stride. Our obvious course is now to hide.
Yes, yes, the Major General comes. Yes, yes, the Major General comes. Yes, yes, the Major General comes.
Tormented with the anguish dread of falsehood unatoned, I lay upon my sleepless bed and tossed and turned and groaned. The man who fears his conscious ache no peace at all enjoys, and as I lay in bed awake, I thought I heard a noise.
He thought he heard a noise.
Ah! No, all is still in Vale on Hill. My mind is set at ease. So still the scene it must have been, the sighing of the comes a loving breeze, setting nature all a-quiver, rustling through the trees.
Through the trees.
And the broken, rippling measure lost of very love, while the poplars in their pleasure wave their arms above.
The trees for very love, wave the leafy arms above. Little river, may thy longing prosper. Heaven sleeping on the tree, may thy moving happy be. Heaven sleeping on the tree.
When he wings his way, brook and poplar mourn the lava, sighing well a day,
Well a day.
And the doing and unknowing that the road can tell, when the breeze is out a-blowing, who can so well?
Shocking tales the road will tell, nobody can move so well. Pity brook, thy dream is over, for thy love is but a rover. Sad the mound upon the trees, floated by a fickle breeze. Sad the mound upon the trees, floated by a fickle
Frederick, hear, oh joy, oh rapture, summon your men and effect the capture.
It will save us.
Beautiful Mabel, I would if I could, but I am not able.
He's telling the truth, he is not able. With base deceit, you worked upon our feelings. Revenge is sweet, and flavors all our dealings. With courage bear, and resolution manly, for death prepare, and happy general stand thee.
Easy to die, but dreaming good beneath. We'll go in his cause, away could we.
Yes, we are here, nothing else to conceal. Sold to the sanguinary pirate's yield. You triumph now, for well we drown. There is much more. No time to found, but take the stand, and the to gain a brief advantage you contrived, but your proud triumph will not be long-lived. Don't say often, for we know that game. On your allegiance we've a stronger claim. We charge you yield. We charge you yield. In Queen Victoria's name. You'll do. We do. We charge you yield. In Queen Victoria's name. We yield at once with humbled mien, because with all our thoughts we love our Queen. Yes, yes, with all their faults they love their Queen. Yes, yes, with all their faults they love their Queen.
Away with them and place them at the bar.
One moment. Let me tell you who they are. They are no members of the common throng. They are all noblemen who have gone wrong.
They are all noblemen who have gone wrong.
No Englishman unmoved that statement hears, because with all our hearts we love our house of peers. I pray you pardon me, ex-pirate king. Peers will be peers, and youth will have its fling. Resume your ranks and legislative duties, and take my daughters, all of whom are beauties.
Who won't be wise? Though we have stories to read, take out the praise, your lips be praised. Who wandering ones? Who wandering ones? If such brown eyes can ever find true peace and love, we take it is yours.
It was lovely, yes. It's been a very happy production, really, from the start to the end, really. And, you know, we've entertained more than 2,000 people here, and it seems to be very, very happy, both on stage and in the auditorium. So, yeah.
It's been very much fun. I've left with a huge smile on my face every day.
So, they seem to like it out in the audience.
Absolutely wonderful, vibrant stage presence, vibrant audience, it all went well, great, thank you.
It was fantastic, really good, really enjoyed it.
It's great, really good fun. Love to do it again.
First production with York Opera, definitely going to be back, it was fantastic.
It went extremely well. I mean, I think we were all really pleased with the audience reactions. I mean, it's a good romp anyway. Blokes pretending to be pirates. And where else can you walk in the open air with 600 people looking at you in a night dress and brand new slippers? I've had a ball of a time, thank you very much indeed. And please don't ask me where all the daughters have come from. That's the secret.
I've enjoyed it very much. I've watched it every night, most of it, and really enjoyed watching it.
All the way through, the whole week's been absolutely fantastic, and this afternoon was just amazing. Having a theatre full of people with so many children and all that sort of stuff was absolutely amazing, brilliant. I've had a blast. It's been great right from the beginning of the rehearsal process right through to the end. And you know, the final show that we put together was just unbelievably good. I think I was really proud of the cast. We challenged them and they rose to the occasion.
She did a very good job, this one, with the old directing thing, moving us in the right direction when we needed to.
And when you have a son, you never think he's going to grow up to be a pirate. But he did a good job.
I've always wanted to be a pirate. It's like I'm 5 years old again. It's really, really great.
So, fun for everybody.
Yep, especially pirates.
Thank you.
Thank you.